The Public Art for Communities Grant Program, or PAFC, began in 2012 as a LEAP-led initiative to promote placemaking in the local Lansing region. Specifically, this was to increase the visibility of certain art pieces, art installation, and the engagement between communities, businesses, families, and the artist community. And in 2015, PNC Foundation came on board graciously to offer an additional $10,000. Throughout the Lansing region, we wanted to create a sense of community, a sense of place. We recognize that the live space is absolutely critical in ensuring that employees, businesses, the entire community feels welcome and connected. Some of the art pieces are near gateways to townships or cities or villages. We know that a lot of the art also is representative of the local community and community feedback. So we really see that really is formative both to the community and to the artists to really have a synergy with each other to create that art piece or pieces. Placemaking is incredibly vital to everything that we do in creating that sense of belonging, but also a way for communities to stay interconnected with each other, especially with the placemaking project that we have throughout this past 12 years. It really has sustained us in just a greater trajectory towards intentional art throughout the community.
Really, it feels like an honor to be able to put something in the community that makes them feel like they're being represented. But putting art out in the community is a really important thing to do. When you actually take art and you put it into a space, it makes people, feel pride in where they are. You can see that in any statue, famous sculptures, around the world. People take pride in the things that make their place unique.
I think it's important that the art, whether it's a piece that's done by a local artist or it's a piece that reflects a story or the history or some cultural component of a community, that's what the legacy is just really that identification, and especially when people are involved in creating the art, it's their fingerprints on the community, and it's a lasting impression of their story and who they are and what they're about.
The application of public art, I think, says so much about a community. It speaks towards a community's objective to fully incorporate all the things that make America, America. Its culture, its art, its history. But without that lack of connectivity can certainly be seen. So with this close-knit community, it kind of binds all together and shows off why our community is so great.
In Charlotte, we didn't have sculptures downtown before the art program. It was the art program that spurred us to create a policy, and it was this program that made it a reality instead of just something that we talk about. So if you think about all the places you've ever visited or where you've lived, after the people that you've interacted with, you're going to start thinking about the buildings and the architecture and the landmarks and those sorts of things that stick out in your memory, things that are unique to that place that you haven't experienced other places. And public art often is very uniquely identified with a community.
It's placemaking. It creates a space that people recognize, and there's something that's very important about that. So what these programs are doing is extremely important.
We're very grateful for the Placemaking Committee and all their effort and time that they put in to really help this program succeed and thrive. They were creative, and it was a great thought process to work alongside all of the Placemaking Committee members as the program grew throughout the years.